morning. Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. Rose Ward, stampersdelight.com. Thank you for tuning in today. I hope everyone is having a great morning and had a great week. So happy it's Friday. So let me grab my glasses first. Hop on, say hi. Let me know where you're from. And also, don't forget to share my videos, okay? Whether you're watching this here on Facebook or YouTube. I'd love to have you share my videos to get more followers. Good morning, Debbie. Good morning, Matthew. It's evening over there. Hi, Meg. How are you? Hey, Maureen. Hey, Angie. Well, thank you all so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. So we're going to get started. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, and come stamp with me. Now, as always, I'm going to put this back here because I will spill it if I don't. So, the one thing I forgot to bring over was the catalog. So let me flip the camera and let me just grab that catalog, because now that we can show you the inside of the catalog, it's so much nicer. So if you remember, I did Christmas in July, and then I started doing all the sweets. So even though normally I would switch back to Halloween because that's the next holiday, I decided I had to play with this suite, which is the Poinsettia or Poinsettia, whichever way you want to say it. And that, of course, is on page 14. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I just fell in love with this suite. So again, that's on page 14, 15, and 16 of the catalog. If you don't have the catalog, and you need a catalog, contact me at Stampers Delight. Okay, so we're going to get started with that. Okay, so here's the stamp set. Poinsettia petals, or poinsettia, however you say it. And then, of course, we have the dies. I'm not going to show you all the pieces to the suite because most of them we're going to be using. But also, you can see them in the catalog. So here's the dies. And on the other side, whoop. These magnetic sheets do not come with it. Yes, I bought these. This is what I want to show you because there's another little piece. I kind of lost it over on my other table. I want to show you these. They cut and emboss. They are gorgeous. Wait till you see them. Hi, Stacy. How are you? Hi, Patricia. Okay, so that is the stamp set. And again, if you want to order from me, it's stampersdelight.com. This is my monthly host code. Only use this if your order is less than $150 because then you want to get the Hostess Rewards points. Okay, we'll put that back there and let's get started. Okay, so first let's do some samples that I did. Now, I did do a video last week on the Slimline cards, which I really love. And I know halfway through the video, the sound cut out, but you were able to see the card. I redid the envelope. So let me just show you a Slimline card that I did with this stamp set. And of course, I used the Designer Series paper. I used some holiday doodads and these great little triple pearls, which I colored with my blends. Hey, Donna. Well, you have a good sleep there, Donna. I'm just waking up. Opposite ends of the world, but friends forever. That's how stampers are, right? Okay, so this is a Slimline card. And then, of course, that's the inside. And I can see I didn't glue that down quite well enough. So, absolutely having a blast doing the Slimline cards. And you can also turn a Slimline card that way and mail it that way. Now, you can make the envelope like my other video shows, or you can use, I think it's number 10 business size. Okay, so that's the first sample. Now, I understand that sometimes I try to explain how I make these cards. I design these cards. I can't do videos for everyone, but thank you so much, everyone, for asking. When I can do a video on it, I will, if I can. Otherwise, just ping me, send me a message, and I will try to explain better how I do the cards. This one is with our new foil. I'm not sure what page it's on. I didn't write it down. But these are our new cards. Oh, there it is. I just passed it. Okay, so these cards are on page 51. They're the gold cards and envelopes. Oh my gosh, absolutely gorgeous. You don't even have to decorate that envelope. It's gold shimmer. So here we have the flocked vellum. Hey, Patty, you finally found me. We have the flocked vellum. And then, of course, I layered those three poinsettias. And then the smaller ones. I used the triple one for in the middle. Yes, the foil cards are gorgeous. And, of course, I used our gold embossing powder. And I did emboss that inside. Okay, I love how it looks with the gold foil paper. Actually, this is the brushed foil, just so you know. Okay, so that was my second card. My third card, I think you're even going to go, ooh, ah, I did after I did this. This is with our Seaside Spray, our first Frost Designer Series paper. And then I layered our Balmy Blue and Seaside Spray. So the Balmy Blue glimmer paper, and then I layered these on there. What do you think? Isn't that beautiful? And of course, this is our ribbon from the annual catalog. Let me bring that up closer so you can see it. And there's nothing wrong with mixing, matching your doodads. So these are the new blue doodads in the annual catalog. And then, of course, our pearl. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Do you stamp on the back, it's handmade? Yes, I have a stamp made that says it's made by me. Images by Stampin' Up. I stamp all my cards. And then, of course, there's the inside. Now, I didn't do the envelope yet because I'm waiting to do that later. Okay, but this is the next card. Okay, so for Fun Fold Friday, here's what we're going to be doing. Okay, so let me show you the first one I did. Now, remember, I only made one of these, so the next one will be my second one, and we'll be doing that together. Okay, so here's the envelope, and here's the card. I am going to be showing you how to do a shutter card. So this, of course, is real red. That's our shimmer, our Wick of Stella. And then the pieces and a little belly band. Good morning, Jean. You love me saying doodads. Donna, I gave up trying to remember the names of all these things a long time ago. Doodads is so much quicker. So we slide the belly band off, right? And then we open it up. And there you have it. This is a shutter card. So let me show you how we did that. I will tell you, I'm going to put a disclaimer out there right now. I'm going to grab a sip of my coffee. If I should cut out for any reason, I can tell because this is Facebook Live. I will jump back on as long as the internet stays up. I'm not sure what's wrong with the internet these days. Every day, right? Okay. So this is a shutter card, and that's what we're going to be doing. Okay, I will tell you the sizes of everything, but please know that I will put them in the description when I am done, okay? All right, so we're just going to get started here. The first thing you need is a piece of cardstock and cut our normal size, half a sheet of cardstock. All right, we're going to score one end at 2 1/8. So there's 2 1/4, and the next long line there is 2 1/8. Okay, so 2 1/8. For me, the best way to do that is turn it around and do 2 1/8 again. So I scored that. This is shimmery white because I really wanted this to shine. And then you just got a little glitter. Just fold it in. You're going to take your bone folder. Oh, you're welcome, Margie. I changed things. I mean, I saw a few people using our old banner punches, which our old banner dies, which are great if you have them, but I don't have them anymore. So this is the base. Okay, the next part of that is you're going to have 2 pieces, and I change everything to fit how I want to do it. These are, I have 2 pieces. They are 2 inches by 5 1/4. They're going to layer right on top of there. And I'm going to do that now because if I don't, I'll lose them. And of course, I'm using our new Stampin' Seal. You don't have to match these up to each side. Okay, but what I do want to show you is I do try to get them together there. Okay, so we're just going to add that here. Okay, and again, I will put the dimensions on. So there's our card base. Then I'm going to bring in 2 more pieces here. This white piece, okay, is 3 inches by 5 1/2. This Designer Series paper, which matches the front, is 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. Basically, it's just going to line up right inside there and leave a little border. So I'm going to layer that right on there. Remember, with the Stampin' Seal, you don't need as much as you did with the snail. Okay, so we're going to layer that right in here. Okay, that's the middle piece. Then what we need, excuse me, where did they go? See, I already lost a piece. Oh, there it is. Okay, we need 2 pieces, and you can see one shorter than the other, it doesn't matter, but what you need is 2 strips. And these are, let me just take a peek. I think it was 2 1/4 I did. I had to try to finagle this myself. Okay, yeah, it's 2 1/4. And so 2 1/4 and 2 1/4. Don't worry about the sizes because we do have to cut that down. What I did, which I found was easier, was I took our triple banner punch to make the shutter part. This is the inside piece. You see the shutter part here? You can also try to fussy cut that and make it into a diamond shape, but I said, let me try to use this. So I'm just going to put that in there and hope I do it right. Okay, I'm just going to add that right in there. Again, it's 2 1/4. The most important thing is the 2 1/4 part. Now you see this little hook here? Don't worry about that. Sometimes you get that because it's a little wider than the punch, or the way you have it in the punch, which is probably, so you could probably use a 2-inch too, but I needed that little extra piece. Okay, so I got that in there. All right, so let me bring this in so you can see it. So those are the 2 pieces that make the shutter. And this piece you're really not going to see, those little pieces here, because it's going to close like that. All right. The reason I said don't worry about how long it is because you're going to cut it. You want these approximately 3 inches long. And what I do is line the 3 inches up. There's the 3-inch mark. Here's my banner. I'm going to then cut this off. But I like having a larger piece to work with, a larger strip. So then we're just going to line that up to the 3-inch mark and cut that. Okay? All right. Then while you're here, you're going to turn it around and you're going to score this edge at a 1/2 inch. So there's the 1 inch, you want a 1/2 inch. So you're going to score it at a 1/2 inch. Why I didn't write that down, I don't know. But we're going to score that at a 1/2 inch. And score this one at a 1/2 inch. And you know what? I didn't score that one at a 1/2 inch, so let's do it again. which is fine because you're not going to see it. There we go. 1/2 inch. And 1/2 inch. I knew that looked kind of short. Okay. Score those at 1/2 inch. And you're going to really fold that good. Okay. Now we got all our mechanisms. I'm going to bring in my bone folder and really give that a good crisp edge. Okay, so now for this part, we are going to need our layering circles. Now, if you keep your circles in order, because they're not really numbered, if you keep them in order, you want 1, 2, you want number 3 and number 4. Number 3 and number 4 if you keep them in order, okay? Number 3, I'll just show you, is for the inside piece here. Number 4 is to make that hole, or that center. We're going to take the number 4, and we're going to go ahead and cut this out. All right, let me bring over my new die cutting machine. I like the fact that this is kind of not so noisy. Okay, so of course for the dies, you need 1, 2, 3, your paper, and a number 3 again. Now I am going through 2 pieces of cardstock, so, or designer series paper and cardstock, so I'm just going to roll it back. I will move this out of the way. I'm not sure if we're going to be using that again. Depends on if I have enough time to do a second card. Okay, so I'm going to bring that in. So then you have these 2 pieces. And you can actually put those together and make a nice little tag. Okay? All right, so now you have the hole. All right, we're going to bring in our card base. And this is going to go right in the center here. For this, what I'm going to use is, you can use regular dimensionals, but I'm going to use the strips. And I am going to, let's make sure I'm in camera view to show you. Got some paper fibers here. So there we go with that. Don't have my regular scissors, so I'm going to do a no-no and use my ribbon scissors so I don't have to get up again. I had to redo my room because I had my first in-home class again. And if you saw what this place looked like after 4 months and not having classes and not having to clean it up. Okay, so we're just going to put those strips right there. So it was very nice getting back with the girls. A little bit different. I have a monthly class, so there's usually 10 girls, and that's right now all we can do anyway. Okay, so now we're going to line this up right to here. I got to bring it down so that I can make sure I line it up to the top and the bottom. And you're just going to put that right in there. Okay, Mercy, number 3 and number 4, they're not numbered, okay? They're not numbered on the circling dies, so if you keep them in order, count from the front, 1, 2, 3, and you need number 3 and number 4. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is these little guys go back here to make your shutter. It might be kind of hard for you to see because it's white on white, but that's what I wanted to do actually. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my seal, and I would use either the Stampin' Seal, the Stampin' Seal Plus, or tear tape because it is going to be opening and closing. So there's where I put my tape, right? I'm going to bring this in. This line right here is going to be on the score line. Okay, makes sense? You'll see it again on the other side. So the glue goes face up. You're going to put that on the score line, and then I'm going to fold it over. Yes, please share my videos. And there's your first piece of shutter. Okay, I'll bring it up because it's white on white. It's kind of hard to see. Got that? Okay. This one, and you see you don't see that little piece, so that's why I wasn't worried about it. Okay, this one, same thing. You want to line it up. Okay, so we're going to... Now, I could stamp right on there if I wanted to. This one I made a separate piece for, which is what I'm going to do for this one too, just in case I make a mistake. I don't want to stamp on there because after putting all that work into it, if I stamp wrong, I'd have to take it all apart. Okay, so I'm going to line this one up. Again, the glue is on facing you, and you want to get that lined up here so that you have that shutter image in there. And then I'm just going to fold that piece. Okay. And there you have your shutter. Look how easy. I know these things are like, I don't really want to try them sometimes because they look so hard, but they're not, especially if you have the triple banner punch. Makes it so much easier. There you go. Yes, the center die would be number 1 on the circles. I think I said that, but maybe not. Okay. So there is your shutter. Okay, so we're going to put that aside for a minute. Make sure it closes. If it doesn't, you can play with it a little bit. Okay, so I'm sorry. Let me show you that again. Okay, the rest of it is really decorating it. So let's do that. So for the inside here, let me show you what I did. Okay, I'm going to have another little circle in here because this is plain white and I want the shimmery white. So I am going to bring in my Happy Holidays. I think I'm going to do this in, I'll do it in red. That would make it really pop out. Yeah, thanks, Jean. Okay, and do I have my mat? Of course not. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, I'm so prepared today. Geez. Is it going to rain or snow or what? Prepared. Okay. And I'm going to stamp Happy Holidays on that circle. I'm going to bring in another one of the stamps, which I love this one. I'm going to use the Pear Pizzazz. I really want a light shading there. And I'm actually going to stamp it off twice and just put a very light green there. Okay, now you can do this beforehand, but I think it's easier to do it afterwards because I really want to make sure my shutter works. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some seal there. And then I'm going to slide it in. I'm not going to press it down till I get it exactly where I want it. And this is when the take your pick tool works really well because it helps me maneuver it. Make sure I got that right where I want it. Lift this piece up. And I just want to move that over just a tad. It's hard for me to do it because I'm trying to do it on camera here. Let's get that piece up. There we go. That's about right. Like I said, you could do this part beforehand, but I want to make sure it's right in the middle of my shutter. That's good. Okay, and lift that up. It's still a little crooked, so let me try to see if I can straighten it out. Normally, I'd be looking straight down at it, which I'm not doing because I'm on camera. There we go. Okay, there we go. Now you see how the mechanism is. What size is it? Can you use the large circle punch? I don't know. You probably can use this large circle punch. Okay. So that's that piece. And now we are going to take another strip. This strip is for the belly band. Remember the belly band here, which keeps it closed. And this strip, just so you know, is a 1/2 inch by 11. You can really make it any size you want. And I'm just going to wrap this around, not scoring it or anything until I get it. Actually, I'm not scoring it at all. I'm just wrapping this right around the front. You don't want to make it too tight so you can't pull it off, but okay. Once I have that, I'm going to go ahead and put some Stamp and Seal. If you're asking questions, I will go back later and answer them. Okay, a lot of them can be answered by rewatching this, the sizing and all that. So you can see that's movable now. Yes, I think a punch would work fine if you have a large enough punch. The two-inch punch would probably work. And I thought about using that, but I decided on the dies. Okay, so there we have that. All right, so I've already cut these out, but I wanted to show you. So this is what you get when you use those beautiful dies. And this, of course, is on shimmery white. You can't really see that, but I'm going to layer just the dies, just like this. So the first one is going to be flat. I'm going to put that right there. The next one, I'm going to use some dimensionals. I'm probably going to get this all in my... Now, this is a sheet of dimensionals that came with a project class. So, okay. So, I'm going to put a large dimensional right here. And then I'm going to layer the next poinsettia right there. And then I'm going to add that right there. I hope you're enjoying this. So fun to make and not that hard at all. Okay, now you can also curl those a little bit if you want. I would do that beforehand just to make them stand up a little. Just curling them up just a little bit. Thank you. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in these other pieces that I did. So these are some of the other dies. And because I only have a short amount of time, I had to run them through the die cutting machine first. These are going to go right here. Now this again is with our brushed foil paper. So let me bring in my glue and my silicone mat. These are musts, okay? You want your silicone mat, your glue, your paper piercing mat, and of course your tool. Take your pick tool. Okay, so I'm just adding some glue on that. I'm going to put that. Now this is going on the flower, not the belly band. This is going up under the flower. Just so you know where it's going. Because if you put it on the belly band, it might show. Put that right here. Okay, there's one. Now I'm going to put another one down. Put it this way. Wherever you can find room, you just put that. There you go. Now I have two more pieces. They're a little... These, actually the stamps, they're stamps. You can stamp this on white. Let me just show you. So you can stamp this on white. That's the stamp right there that I used for the inside. And then you have the berries right here. And then cut it out with the die. But the die I just did by itself. Okay, because I just wanted the gold. Okay, just going to put that one in there. Put that one right under there. Okay, so far. All right. These I'm going to put around here. Now, here's some of the smaller dies, but they're in the brushed gold. And for these, do I have small dimensionals? Let's see if I have mini dimensionals. Put those on there. What time we got? Oh, we're doing good with time. Let me grab my mini dimensionals. I'm going to put one here. I don't know if I'm going to use all three, but I'm going to put dimensionals on them. In case I do. Put one here. Put one maybe right there. Okay, now for the saying. I'm not done with the front yet, but I want to make sure I put the saying somewhere. I think I'll put the saying right there. Okay, so that says inside the Happy Holidays. So let's grab Warmest Wishes. I'm going to bring in that Pear Pizzazz again. This little piece is just a scrap left over. Okay, I'm not sure if it's big enough. Let's see. Yeah, it's big enough. So there's no size for this. It's a scrap piece. And you can use any scrap piece and then cut it down. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Remember, I'll have still shots on my blog, stampersdelight.com, and you can see those. I'm a visual person, so a lot of times I like to do cards from looking at them. I'm not great with directions. I just ask my husband. Another set you need, Maureen? My job is done. This is going to go right there. You see, it's too long, so I'm just going to trim it. Put that right there. This I'm going to lay flat. Now let's bring in some doodads. Move that over before I get it all over the place. Let's see, where are my doodads? Did I leave them on the other table? No, I know they're here. See, I already lost something. Let's grab the... Okay, maybe I did leave them on the other table. Let me go grab... I want to grab those little... Oh, no, they're right here. See? You know what it's like when you're crafting. So here are those great little pearls. For this, I'm using glue dots. And I use 3. I try to get 3 of them on there. You could do it that way. I find it easier to use my take your pick tool because they get stuck to my fingers if I don't. So there's the first one. Get off me. And I'm just going to grab another one. I really want this stuck down good. And let me grab one more. There we go. That's going to go right in the middle here. Look at how that brings that out, right? Okay, let's see. What's next? Let's bring in something we don't use very often because we have so many doodads, are our regular pearls. I have several different ones in here. Okay, and we're just going to put those in the middle of these 2. And then I'm going to add a couple more. That one didn't want to come off. Okay. Put that right there. Put that there. Come on. All right, and maybe one right there. Okay. So now here's the card. Now you have to be careful if you put dimensional here, because when you lift your belly band, you want to give it a little bowing to slide it off. Thank you, Jean. Yeah, France, the problem is that it sticks to my fingers. And close it. Okay. So then I want to put it back on. You just want to lift it a little bit, get it back in there, and there you go. Now I'm going to try something here. Let's see, what time is it? Okay. This is our shimmery paper, but maybe you want a little added shimmer, so I'm just going to add a little extra Wick of Stella, even on the shimmer. Okay, because it really does make it stand out. There we go. And you can even, now I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, maybe I'll add a couple little pearls, if they stick, right on here. Not on all of them, but a few of them. You never have enough doodads, right? Oh yeah, brings it out even more. Good morning, Samantha. Get to work. Okay, there you go. That's the shutter card. Very easy. If you're catching on, jumping on late, there's my shutter card. And you can just rewatch it to see how it works. Okay? Let me put the belly band back on. And let's see, real quick, I'm just going to play around with another card. How's that? Yes, I'm the shimmery girl. Okay, and just to show you the other... Oh, I know what I wanted to show you. Yeah, okay. So this was the other shutter card, and of course, here's the belly band. So normally, I do this, right? Okay, but don't forget about our ornamental envelope bundle, because that's got the inside pieces here. So they make... I'll show you. You can take the designer series paper and make an inside liner. Let me close this up before I... So that's what I wanted to do with this one. I'm not sure what size I need. I'm going to try to use just an extra piece that I had left. Let's see, where is it? That's left. I don't want to use that one though. I want this whole thing to match. So let's just see where my piece is that I had here. I have a couple of pieces. All right, well, we're just going to cut it. All right, so let's just see how that cuts out. Okay, I want to try this. I haven't used it yet, so you're the first to see it. Let's try this piece first. This was a leftover piece. Let me see how this piece works. All right, so we're going to bring in our die cutting machine and see if this piece will work and see if it's big enough. So this is a leftover piece, and this piece is 3 by 6.5. So let's see if this works. I'm going to put this in here. What I mean by works, I want to see if it's long enough for the envelope lip. Maybe I will use that. Okay. So let's roll this through. Thank you, Shirley. Okay. And this is what you get. Again, I'm going to move that down here. This is what you get. So let's snip that off. Let's bring in an envelope. Let's see what happens. Oh yeah, that piece was plenty big. So you don't have to make a liner for the whole card. Okay, and again, that is the bundle ornamental ornaments with the matching dies. So I got this made. I'm just gonna put it in here and fold it. Now you have a liner, right? I love that. So let's see, did I have a card made with that? I don't think so. All right, so here's my other piece that I had left. Now these are scraps, okay? This is a piece left over from this card that we just did. So again, I'm just going to take that piece. I'm going to bring my die machine in again. I'm going to sandwich that in and make a matching envelope. You know how I usually use the leftover pieces for the outside of the envelope, but it does look so nice as a liner too, right? So let's just do that. Okay. And they have different sizes. So even if you don't want to buy the stamp set or the bundle, you really want to get the dies just to get that liner. Okay. Bring in a white piece of cardstock here. And again, that was just a piece left over. As long as it goes below you where you're folding the envelope lip, it looks great. Oh yeah. We used to have a couple of another set like that. If you still have it, it works great. But this is so nice. What I like about this is you don't have to make a full liner. You can just use your scraps. There we go. There's my bone folder. I want to get a good crease in that. Hey, maybe I'll do this. Take that dimensional off because you don't want that on an envelope, but you could put a little glue, have that in the middle. And now we have a matching envelope for our shutter card. So, that's all I have time for today because I have to get back to work. I have to get to work on the other side of the computer here. I will put these on stampersdelight.com, but let me bring them in one more time. So this is the first shutter card. Jean says she's going to buy the whole catalog if she keeps watching my videos. Again, this was the other shutter card that I had done with the belly band. I mean, not hard at all. I hope you enjoyed these. And then let's bring in some other cards. This is an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous set. I know I say that with all of them. Now this one is the blue one. Now this I did have a strip left. I think that might be a little too small, so we'll just do that the old way so that I don't lose my strip. What I like about doing these cards is by the time I'm done, I have all my Christmas cards done. I will be on YouTube live 7 p.m. Monday evening, so tune in. Give me a hint. Would you want to see Halloween? Would you want to see autumn, fall? Or would you like to see another Christmas set? That's what I'll be focusing on. So let me know what you want to see. Not sure that's what I'll do, but I'd like to see what you'd like to see, right? That didn't make sense. Okay. There's the blue one. Then, of course, we have our gold trimmed card with the shimmery envelopes. These are absolutely stunning. And, of course, we have the Slimline cards. And like I said in my video when I showed you how to do these, I plan on making one of these with every video I do so you can see the difference. Autumn or fall? Autumn, fall. Okay, Halloween. Okay, just keep giving me those answers. I haven't designed the cards yet or what set, so. Okay. Let me flip the camera. I hope you enjoyed my shutter card. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, if you need a catalog, contact me at stampersdelight.com. If you would interested in joining my team and the Stampin' Up! Family, I'd love to have you on my teams. Just go to stampersdelight.com and join the fun. I'll answer all your questions. And thank you so much for tuning in. You all have a great weekend, a safe weekend, and I'll see you back here Monday evening on YouTube Live. Keep on stamping, Stampers. Bye.